headed that way. I was like, yeah, let's just stay on. Oh, see? Probably just a little beach area right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just a little. I can't even get back in there. Well, you could if you wanted to. If I felt the need to, I could. That's the thing, too, when you get past the mangroves. Sometimes it just fucking opens up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I like the kayak. One, it's a personal craft, and it's smaller than a canoe. Narrower, shorter. Now, these are 10 foot long, but your regular canoe is 14 foot. And probably more of the app of 3 foot wide at the widest, versus this is like 2.5. Why is no? These are probably fish in there. Yeah, I gotta remember that you're not on a river. People down here just have boats and they float in the water, and they think they're cool. Versus, in Missouri, you rent a canoe or have canoes, kayaks, whatever, inner tubes. You stop at every little gravel bar, swim hole, whatever, and that's just what you do. Here, you can have a nice beach and nobody even remotely cares. Like, I'm thinking that one up there is pretty big. But, just for the fact that it stood out this whole time, But who's to say right up here in 100 feet ain't the same thing right here? You won't know until you go. Well, that's because we're out of the wind. You can see over there, it's still rippling. I don't know whether to take my shirt off or not. Well, that's why you got a towel. I know, I can start to feel mine already. I'm like, I have to pull that towel out. Huh? No. Like, that's just a piece of fabric versus this is a hard plastic. What's floating in the water here? What is that? As long as it ain't plastic or debris. Plastic more than anything. A full beer? Oh. Right. Well, you also got the flat sheet, don't you? Right. Towel's probably better on your back than the flat sheet. No, I just got hard plastic and I sit on hard plastic. Versus you got a little cushion underneath you. I think I used to, but it was a piece of foam is all it was. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes at these points. Oh, cool. Eagle? I think it's an eagle. Because it's brown. It's not black. Osprey would be black. That'd appear more brown. Ooh, what do we got here? Is that where he was sitting? Oh, he was up on the branch. that would have been a better shot. Of course, standing on the sand would have been cool too. Not something you see more than you see a bird perched on the branch. Because I could have gave some backstory, like the fish was so huge you had to drag it out of the water. Still cool little beach. Yeah, right. Yeah, I bet at high tide I bet at some high tides that's not there. That'd be the only downfall to that. If you're going to do that, you would have to do it during when we only have one tide a day. It either goes up or it goes down. We have two, but it's like one at 5 o'clock in the morning and one at midnight. Yeah. Yeah, but that beach is further away than I think it is. So what I'm trying to do is get up against this other island or land, whatever it is. It's Bedford Paddle, and I'll end up right on that. Which if I get up along the shoreline, I can paddle to it and then just go across. Versus trying to fight across the wind the whole way. Just fight straight across and then go. Less energy, I think. That's my thought process. Yeah, it looks calmer, especially right here in front of me up against them trees, it's flat. So I'm thinking if we get over to that edge, we'll be like we were right there where we were out of the wind. Although the breeze feels good. Yeah, I'm working on it. They barely fit my head. But that's okay. You know, if I'm really just out shading myself in the sun, I'm not worried about it fitting like properly. Which is the only reason I wear these is to shade myself. Hurry up, get out of the waterway. Here comes Speedy. Getting to that next fishing spot. Probably actually calling it a day if you're a fisherman by now. Or, well, at least till this afternoon, evening. Till 5 o'clock, anyhow. If you're out fishing this late in the day, you're probably doing good, because now that place looks small compared to the way it was looking. But with something like that, a couple boaters stop and people make trails. Is that a bird or is that wood sticking out? That's wood, ain't it? Couldn't tell if it was one of them thin blackbirds, waterfowl, whatever they are. Yeah. Definitely look like a... And them blackbirds, they're pretty actually. When they're wet and the sun reflects off of them, they got their wings out. I got a couple pictures of one. The colors reflect off of them, yeah. Yeah, blackbird's really pretty at times. Nuisance, but they're pretty. Ooh, I just drugged them. I didn't drag. Ooh, there was one big fish. Little bluegill looking thing. Perch, sunfish. Huh? No, I'm not saying that it was a bluegill. It just had that color. But to me, like, there's three fish, and to me they're all the same. Which is a bluegill, a sun perch, and what did I say? A sun perch. There's three fish. They're almost all identical. But there is a difference between them. Sunfish, a perch. Oh, that's what it is. It's a sunfish, a perch, and a bluegill. Bluegill being the biggest of the three. As far as anything I've ever caught, anyhow. I caught a big old bluegill once. Yeah. Too far out. See, that's what and this one's got one too. They do. But them are different in that kayak than this kayak. Like in this kayak, there's just things sticking out along to where you can put your feet. Versus that one's only got one set and they're adjustable. These are not adjustable. Huh? Osprey. Yep. You don't have a white tail. If he has a white head and a white tail, then it's an eagle. They will not have one without the other. Yep. That was an osprey. Yeah, head that way, I guess. As long as we don't see nothing here. Another little island right there, though. Don't see nothing. If it's got anything, it's going to be on the side that we're going to. Speaking of those blackbirds, there's one in that tree right over there on that island. He's got his wings out. He's right behind that tree blocking the view, that first taller tree. Wow, these are close together. Well, at least the balls are, That cord pretty much goes straight down. You got a hot spot, you got a hot spot. Drop him where you can. See him? There he is. You can see him now. He's up there on the top of that tree. I don't think that's the osprey. I think it's a black waterfowl, whatever they're called. Piece of land sticking up out of the water. Yeah, I think it's just the sand sticking up out of the water. So cool. It actually kind of makes it even cooler. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go in that cove first. Explore that. That way when I do leave, we can just go down there. Because you don't know how far back around that cove goes. Is it just a little island there? You can pull it up on the phone and find out. Then I don't know where the images come from. 2020 or 2010. I think they update it every 10 years, so as far as they could go back is 2015. Or is it 2020 because we got 4 hurricanes in 2 years? I don't know, but I think we're going to bottom out before we get there. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Definitely headed out in the sun. Ain't much going to be shaded at this time of day. Unless you're standing under the tree. Like this, just shoot straight across until you can see all the way up that. Because I think it's an island. And if that's the case, we can go around the backside of it when we leave. to go explore it after. I probably do need to eat. I haven't had lunch, breakfast, nothing. Eat.
On this thing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Over here?
The island. We'll have to walk around the island. Yeah, make a video. Okay, I gotta walk around the island. Now, this might be the best way to approach this island too, from the backside. As far as being able to get up to it without hitting the bottom. Definitely the soda. Yeah, I think we could go that way after. Yeah. If we have to turn around and come all the way back, oh well. But I think getting blocked by the wind, it ain't gonna make a difference. It won't be hard like this. Yay! I somewhat made it.
Sinking sand.
Yeah. It's really because there's water right underneath of it. It just makes it soft and mushy.
Here's a Pepsi for you.
Hold on to that thought. Because I was smart. I was smarter than the average boater today.